Even this, like seeing somebody he's excited about, he was on the end of his leash prior, and now he's wagging, wiggling, barking, but he's not nearly as intense as he was before. I'm here with Cooper, and he is our newest board and train, and he is a wild child German short hair pointer puppy. And he came in on a flat collar, and he's been doing a lot of pulling, a lot of choking himself, so we thought it would be an interesting topic to show you the difference between what a flat collar can achieve versus what a prong collar can achieve. A lot of people have some thoughts about using tools on puppies, but he is right at the age where the things that he was doing when he was smaller aren't so cute anymore. The jumping, the pulling, the lunging, and he's getting stronger, and his owner needs to handle him. So we're gonna start with just kind of some examples of him on the flat collar, and then transition to him on a prong. You can kind of step over here with him.
Yes, sir.
Settle up for a walk. Sometimes. Good. So obviously this puppy's mind is going a million miles a minute. He wants to look at everything. He wants to eat everything. He wants to jump. So we're going to see if we can't focus his energy into learning clicking means reward, see how food motivated he is. Now we transition to a prong collar, and this is going to help just directionally guide him. We're not using a ton of pressure right now. I just kind of want him to turn with me and understand the limits of how far he can go, because he's a big puller, he's a big jumper. Good job, buddy. Good. Offer some directional sits. Good. Okay. And the prong allows us to kind of offer what direction we want him to go into. So if we want him in a sitting position, I'm going to use slight pressure up. Good. Good job. Whereas a flat collar isn't going to cause the same amount of sensitivity, so he's actually choking against the pressure, which can in turn damage his trachea more than a prong. A prong is actually a very safe tool. Okay? We can see he's a lot more locked in now. Good. Good job. Good. Okay. Yes, good boy. Good. Good. Okay? Good. Good job. And the amount of pressure we start with as we're teaching to the amount of pressure we can use once he gets the hang of it changes a lot, so I don't need as much pressure as I did originally. Okay. So you can see from the first clips, when he first came in, he was on his flat collar, and that was not in the least bit a disincentive to him to pull. He was to the point where he was choking himself and still wanted to pull forward, put all his strength into it. So the prong collar allows us to build like a really good foundation of starting to teach him how to work with pressure and come back into it, to release the pressure. It helps us eventually get to the point where we will be utilizing an e-collar with him, because he is about to turn into a teenager, so he's going to get a lot bigger. So the end of program goal is to switch the prong pressure to the e-collar pressure and help him understand things like a recall, staying put, not jumping. And these are just the beginning stages, what we do with puppies initially. Good boy. We're walking much better. We're a lot more focused. Yes, good. Good boy. We're not as crazy. We can see distractions and now kind of move past them without going completely fixating on them, wilding out, trying to get to the distraction. Good. Good. And our turns are a lot easier. Rather than I'm not yanking him, I'm very much letting him kind of control the pressure of how much he needs, and he's turning right with me. Good. Good job. So moving into an area with more distractions, there's dog crates here, which were super distracting for him when he first got here. So we're just going to kind of walk up to them. Good. Demonstrate when he turns toward me, clicking and rewarding, as well as still using the pressure to communicate with them. Good. Okay. Come on, buddy. Yes. Good. A lot more locked in. Good. Sorry, I'm using the wrong marker word for the scientists out there. Yes. Good. As he sees the dogs moving in the crate, we can see his curiosity is kind of peaked, but he's still remaining pretty focused on me. And again, I think that's one, due to the pressure he's feeling, and two, due to him being locked in for that reward. Yes. Good. Yes. Even this, like seeing somebody he's excited about, he was on the end of his leash prior, and now he's wagging, wiggling, barking, but he's not nearly as intense as he was before. Is that your friend? Yay! Bye.